How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here. Today we're going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow Season 6, Episodes 14 and 15, titled There Will Be Brood and The Fungus Among Us, respectively. So, last week's episode was essentially them discovering that Spooner's mother was not killed by aliens. She was killed by humans, very scummy humans, but humans nonetheless. Oh god, it is a million degrees in my room. Why? It's like not even 5 a.m. yet. Anyway. Very scummy humans. They were after her land. All this. Bishop tricks. Okay, and Bishop and Constantine are working together. Now, they all find the Fountain of Imperium and discover the reason Spooner is in the future is because the Fountain of Imperium sent her child self to the future. Now, Constantine takes a bit of Spooner's blood to connect him, Spooner, and the Fountain of Imperium together, but Bishop's plan was to poison Constantine and the Fountain of Imperium so that the Earth can be invaded and everyone but Sarah Lance would die. The last week's episode ends with Constantine and the Fountain going into a death-like state, and Spooner going into a coma after successfully saving her mother, with her younger self going off into the future to protect the timeline. Right. Now, this week's episode, The Fungus Among Us. Oh, yeah, last week's episode actually ends on a cliffhanger, which is why I had to delay it till this week. Mick grabbing they had Kayla, the rest of the legends, and Mick had to save the eggs from being blown up, and Mick successfully grabs the last one right as the bomb blows up. Now the episode begins with the bomb blown up. The bomb blowing up did not harm that last egg. Because coding overload. Okay. Because Mick successfully saved it. He was just a little bit singed. Nothing new. Nothing new there. The baby was successfully saved, and they discover that John isn't dead. He's now a mushroom. His soul is what's keeping both Spooner and John's soul is what's keeping Spooner and the Fountain on our side of the planes of existence. And the legends, in order to save the Fountain and Spooner, go after Bishop as a young man, pre becoming evil diabolical villain and whatnot. So they grab younger Bishop before he created Ava Prime. You know, our Ava, the lovely director that she is. And he creates the cure to the poison. They successfully administer it to Spooner, but the aliens that chased off Kayla and the rest of the legends off of Bishop's hideaway planet are the ones invading. They successfully beat 2 while it fires off a signal, so they decide, you know what, the world is ending, let's get married, right? Ava and Sarah are like, let's get married just now. Sarah also eats a small piece of the mushroom and has a conversation with John where he tells her the meaning to life. That meaning is that we are all connected, apparently. This episode, the season finale is just, what would Sarah not do? And let's do it. Right? Because, you know, Bishop, present day Bishop, like, present day villain Bishop is like, I know what Sarah thinks. I'm always one step ahead, so everyone's just doing what Sarah would never do. Which, it's a pretty cool premise. Uh, so they try to get hitched. Spooner tells her mom, "You need to leave. Like, I don't want to lose you to aliens. Like, I spent my entire life thinking that." And her mother does end up agreeing because we don't see her when the aliens come in, so that's great. So, right as they're done saying their right as Sarah's done saying her vows, and Ava's like mid vow, Bishop comes in and is like, "Ah, no, 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 this is not allowed." He turns the place dark for some reason and just unleashes the I forget what the aliens are called. They start with a Z. Anyway, so once they realize that there's way too many aliens, they're like, okay, let's not fight them. Let's just run. They go into the house, and after Bayrod gets hit by the poison and Sarah's about to chop his arm off, Spooner unlocked a funny little nifty ability of the fountain, the ability to switch powers between two legends. We are all connected is the meaning of life. Yeah. Anyway, she switches Sarah's powers with Bayrod's powers. This heals Bayrod. Now, obviously, it seems to be temporary. And then, so they're constantly switching powers between legends. The next person to get hit by the Zagranites, I believe is what they're called. I'm trying to remember their name. I'm actively trying right now because they're like the final boss of the season. Once Astra gets hit, Spooner switches between the two, and obviously Sarah's just having fun with dark magic and whatnot. Uh, Ava gets steals powers. Fuck, how did Nate? I was about to be like a Nick Zanos character. I forgot his name. Nate. Nate. Nathaniel Haywood. Or yeah, I think it's Haywood. Anyway, this first name's the only part that's important. Anyway. Uh. So yeah. Uh. So they're like, so Sarah and Ava are like, oh, it's a good thing we got married before the end. And Nate's like, no, 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 you guys never did the I do's. You're not married yet. And so Kayla comes in, like rescue of the century, pulls off the ring to keep her human form. It's like, hurry, get married before I change my mind. So they quickly do the I do's. Like, do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? They both say, I do. Okay, as the power of it. Then Nate's like, as powered by the World Wide Web, you may now kiss the bride. Right as they have their first kiss as a married couple, boom! The Fountain of Imperium comes in and unleashes its might upon the Zagranites, and they have a mushroom. So Bishop comes in, it's like, oh my god, stupid Zagranites in there, mushroom allergy, blah 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 blah, ha ha ha, I'm gonna kill everybody so that we're the last two alive. And then Mick and Kayla's kids are born, and they eat Bishop. Oh, and then Gary's like, oh, did I not mention that that Necrians are born very very hungry? Oops. It's like, oops, did I not mention that they get born very, very hungry? Everyone's like, nope. Anyway, so, with that, the day saved. The fountain is cured. Spooner's, cured. All's well that ends well, right? They send off young Bishop back to his time after wiping his memory so that he can't change the timeline. They gotta preserve it, and whatnot. And so, look, it's looking like it's gonna be the first season without a cliffhanger ending, right? Right? They're heading off to the ship. Hey, let's just go home, right? Like, let's go back, right? Nope. What looks to be the Wave Rider comes in, destroys the Wave Rider that's parked, and flies back off, giving us a cliffhanger ending. Oh wait, I skipped the scene. There's also Zari meeting up with Constantine. He sold his soul again to a demon so that he can be resurrected. The Fountain of course did not take nicely to that and released him and whatnot. but he says his goodbyes to Zari. And then they, you know, try to get to their ship and watch as it gets destroyed. I skipped the scene. But yeah, so we got a cliffhanger ending. Hey, let's go, cliffhangers. I swear, if the entirety of next season is them being in this one era, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna cover it if it has proper titles, unlike Stargirl this season. That's again the reason why I'm not covering Stargirl. Because it's literally one entire 13-part episode. I'm not covering that. I might cover the entire season as a whole, but I'm not covering them individually. It's a single episode in 13 parts, apparently. But anyway, that is the episode and the season. Now, Tamu, I actually enjoyed season 6. I know it wasn't the best due to the current climate, the thing that should not be named on YouTube, so that we don't get suppressed to hell and back. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. We got Astra as a thing, and technically, I'm pretty sure that means. Oh, yeah, no. I forgot to mention. Mick is apparently leaving the Legends to raise his 48 children, and possibly one grandchild. So yeah, that's also a thing. Anyway, now I've covered the entirety of the episode, or at least all the important bits. Tell me what you guys thought of the episode and the season as a whole. I thought it was amazing. That's gonna be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright. One more thing, as my frame rate drops to like 0. Stream today, 11 a.m. PST, 7 p.m. BST. We'll be streaming for 6 hours. Final Fantasy 14. Come join. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.